We are tracking new and disturbing revelations from the DOJ's incomplete release of the Epstein files. We now have the grand jury's previously sealed indictment from 2019, in which prosecutors allege that, quote, Epstein sexually exploited and abused dozens of minor girls who were as young as 14 years old at the time they were abused. It also notes that Epstein, quote, encouraged certain of his victims to recruit additional girls to be similarly sexually abused. In so doing, Epstein maintained a steady supply of new victims to exploit. That is just one of the 130,000 documents that the DOJ has released. Now, that might sound like a lot, but it's far from all of the files. The DOJ now says they have an additional 1 million Epstein documents, which by law they are required to release. The public, as well as lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, want those files out. This is a rare issue that has Trump's MAGA base divided, but has also ignited those on the other side of the aisle. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene tells the New York Times that she's worried that her, quote, beloved MAGA movement is going off the rails because they were bickering over the Epstein files. Welcome, Congressman. The DOJ is saying they have 1 million Epstein documents, but we've only seen a portion of them. What are the next steps that you and the committee plan to take?
Well, I think first we should be very clear with the American public that what's happening right now is completely illegal. These are illegal actions by the Attorney General, by the Trump administration. It has now been, of course, over a week. We're nearing 10 days where they have not responded to an act of Congress, both in the House and the Senate, to release all the files. You have the survivors being very public about the enormous amounts of mistakes, the way that they have been essentially putting information about survivors into the public. It's outrageous what is happening now. And so there is no question that this is about covering up. What the White House is covering up is really the question. Why won't Donald Trump release the full files? It's not only the legal framework that is important moving forward. It's also about holding those that are now part of this cover-up accountable. And that is going to mean hearings. It is going to be a possible contempt action against the Attorney General when Congress is back in session. That is going to be continued public pressure. And that public pressure is working. You have Donald Trump's own MAGA base that are also beginning to turn on him. So all of that's possible.
Welcome back, guys. This topic is very serious, and honestly, it makes a lot of Americans angry, confused, and frustrated. When people hear the name Jeffrey Epstein, they think about power, money, abuse, and secrets. They also think about justice that never fully happened. So, when the government talks about Epstein files, people expect full truth, not half truth. The video explains that the Department of Justice released some Epstein documents, but not everything. They released about 130,000 documents. These papers talk about Epstein's crimes, how he abused underage girls, and how he forced or pushed victims to bring other girls. All of this was already known in parts, but seeing it written in official court documents make it real and painful again. The problem starts when the DOJ admits something shocking. They say they still have around 1 million more Epstein documents. These documents are legally required to be released. That means the law says the public has the right to see them. But the DOJ did not release them by the deadline of December 19. This is not a small mistake. Missing a legal deadline like this is a big deal. This situation has now caused a fight inside American politics. Even American people who support Donald Trump are divided. Some mega supporters are angry and feel betrayed. Others try to defend Trump. On the other side, Democrats are furious and say, this looks like a cover-up. That tells you something is very wrong. Congressman Ro Khanna says this movement could be a re-knocking for America. That means a movement where the country must face uncomfortable truth. He believes the Epstein case is not just about one man. It is about powerful people, rich people, and institutions that failed victims. Congressman Robert Garcia goes even further. He says the DOJ actions are completely illegal. He openly calls it a cover up. He asks a simple question that many Americans are asking right now. If Donald Trump signed the law that forces these files to be released, then why are they still hidden? Why are only some documents public while so many remain secret? This makes people lose truth. When the government picks and chooses what to show, people start thinking the system protects the powerful and ignores victims. That feels is dangerous for democracy. Another serious issue raised in the video is about reporter Julie K. Brown. She spent years exposing Epstein's crimes. Her reporting helped bring attention back to a case that many wanted forgotten. Now there are concerns that the DOJ may have tracked her. If true, that is deeply disturbing. Journalists should not be watched or targeted for doing their job. A free press is supposed to protect the public, not be punished. Then there is the issue of redactions. Redactions mean blacking out names or information. Some redactions are necessary to protect victims. Everyone agrees with that, but Garcia claims that information linked to Donald Trump and possible co-corporators is heavily redacted, while survivor protection is not handled properly. If that is true, it looks like the system is protecting powerful names instead of vulnerable people. The sudden discovery of 1 million extra documents also raises serious questions. How does the DOJ suddenly find that many files? Were they misplaced, hidden, ignored, or delayed on purpose? Americans deserve clear answers, not excuses. The video also mentions banks that may have helped Epstein. This is very important. Epstein did not act alone. He used money, accounts, and financial systems. If banks helped him move money or hide crimes, that means institutions played a role. Garcia says his committee is reviewing financial documents now. This could open another major chapter in the Epstein story. At the heart of this issue is trust. People want to believe the justice system works for everyone. They want to believe that no one is above the law. But when deadlines are missed, documents are hidden, and explanations are weak, that trust breaks. This is not about left or right. This is not about party loyalty. This is about trust, law, and accountability. Victims waited years to be heard. The public waited years for transparency. Delaying the truth only makes the pain deeper. Many Americans feel that Epstein's death already denied justice. Now, hiding documents feels like a second betrayal. People are not asking for rumors, they are asking the government to follow its own laws. If the DOJ is truly committed to justice, the solution is simple. Release the files, follow the law, protect survivors, let the truth come out, no matter who is affected. Silence creates suspicious, delay creates anger, transparency creates trust. This story is not over. Hearings are coming, legal actions are being discussed. Public pressure is growing no matter who you support politically. Everyone should agree on one thing: the truth should never be hidden. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more important stories. And I will see you in the next video.